Hello everyone, in today's video we will be looking at Sabine Wren from Ahsoka from the Vintage Collection. Okay, so here we have the box. There's the title at the top there, and there's the figure itself. And then on this side of the box, got her with the lightsaber there. So she's holding, I believe that's like her little sort of spray can type thing, if I remember rightly. Because this is the live action depiction of her, I believe. I mean, like, I've seen Rebels and I've seen Ahsoka, and obviously it looks like the actress who's playing Sabine in the show. So I'm guessing it's going off like the realistic interpretation. So on the back here, got the same picture as the front, and then all the accessories it comes with, which is quite a bit in there, to be fair. I kind of didn't realise actually how many things were in there, because I saw this figure and for me it was like a must buy, because I absolutely love Rebels. And now, after the time of recording this, just watched episode 4, so I'm starting to really enjoy Ahsoka now. I think going forward it's starting to get interesting now. It was a little bit, I don't know, slow. It wasn't really gripping me first of all. But yeah, after that episode, I'm gripped now. And yeah, Sabine's a great character. She was great in Rebels as well. So when I saw this figure, it was sort of a no-brainer, but not without controversies, which we'll get into, I'm sure, when we open this up in a sec. So out of the box, you have this here with the figure itself, which, she's looking pretty great so far. Yeah, that's looking great, because that's the thing with these blind boxes, if you like, without this sort of the plastic window on it. You don't know what you're going to be in for. Literally, in some cases, I've seen people go into stores and buy what they think is one figure, and it's actually been opened, and then they get to the car outside and have a look, and it's a different figure inside. But that's obviously not going to be the case with Hasbro Pulse, at least I don't think so. So yeah, but this is looking great so far. And then there's the bag with all the accessories, so we'll take a closer look. Okay, so here we have the figure itself, and that face sculpt is fantastic. That is really great, actually. I mean, it looks better than it does on the box, because yeah, on the box it's probably the lighting, but she looks very strange, maybe sort of like almost like a waxwork, like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I can't put my finger on it, whereas with this, I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up, but it looks a bit more realistic. It looks great, and the sort of the two tones there in the hair are great as well, like the dark effects with the purple, fantastic. All of the paintwork, I'm just looking now because she's got quite a lot of colours on her, obviously, and yeah, it's all looking within the lines from what I can see. There is a lot to take in, but it looks awesome. The two holsters there, and then yeah, she looks great. The articulation is on point as well, all the usual stuff here, so I'm not going to get into that too much. But yeah, the paintwork and that face sculpt, can't get over it. Looks really good. And then now the accessories. So got the cloth cap there, which is like, I don't know, sort of a soft, bendy-ish plastic. But yeah, detail on that is sort of sufficient. It's what, you know, looks good. You've got then this like rucksack here. I think that's the Phoenix symbol on there, if I can see that properly. And then yeah, I'm guessing, I think that might be molded in a way where it'll sit over her shoulder, but like look natural rather than hanging off her, which is great. And then you have the lightsaber hilt there, which is awesome. And then the lightsaber itself, which is also awesome. And you get these two little pistols here, which are what we've seen plenty of times with all these Mando figures. except these have got some added paint on them, which is very nice. Again, all within the lines, which is fantastic. And then a little spray sort of gun canister thingy. Not sure what you would call it. I guess it's not really a can, is it? So it's not a spray can, but you know what it is. And then we get to the helmet, which the helmet itself, this moves the rangefinder. Paintwork is pretty good, I think. It's all kind of within the lines. Looks a bit iffy there. Around some of these edges. So from a distance, it looks okay, it looks fine. You can't really notice it on the camera up close. It's a little bit iffy around the edges, but it's fine. But obviously the main controversy here is how big it is, and that's ridiculous. You know, like when they announced this figure, you know, it was sort of, Jesus Christ, it was a weird feeling of like, you know, Sabine, yeah, gotta get it, obviously, because, you know, huge Rebels fan, great character and everything. And then you see that helmet and you're just like, why are we still doing this? I think they might have put out a statement since. I think I saw something the other day where Hasbro have said from now on, moving forward, they'll be doing the removable heads. Not sure if that is accurate. Maybe I misread it. I've been on holiday the last few days, so I didn't really look too much into it, but I think that needs to be done. I know there's always been a big debate on some of the videos I've done as well. Some people have commented and said they prefer the removable helmets and others prefer the swappable heads, and I prefer the swappable heads. Like the Bo-Katan and Cosca Reeves and all the other ones I've done, all the other Mando figures with the swappable heads are fantastic. Like the head sculpts are great, and then you've got the helmet as well. And then obviously you had Axe Woves, which was just ridiculous, because I'm pretty sure the Boba Fett helmet, which is the same type of helmet that he has, fit him perfectly, and then his was just, it looked really goofy, and this looks also really bad. In the images it looked bad. I still went ahead and got the figure. Kind of hoped, because that was quite a while ago, that they might see the backlash and change it, but obviously they were probably already made, like well made up by that point. But yeah, it's not good. Like I said, I was anticipating this, so I'm just sort of getting it out of the way now, focusing on the good points, because it is looking like a great figure, but that helmet is staying off, I think. I think going forward, yeah, that is just huge. I think they need to be removable, swappable heads, which, again, getting back to the positive, that head sculpt is great. It looks just like it looks very realistic. Head sculpts are definitely, well, have been for quite some time, getting better. So yeah, well, I don't know how I'm going to set her up. I know the helmet won't be on, but obviously she's got all these accessories here, so we'll get her set up. I guess we'll probably set her up with the lightsaber, maybe, for like a final pose, because the guns can go in the holsters. But yeah, we'll get her set up and talk a bit more about it. Okay, so some final thoughts on this figure. I think she's awesome. I just think everything about the figure is really good. The main thing for me was the paintwork, because there's so many colours going on with it, but like they're all within the lines. They all look great. The colours really stand out. This is going to be a figure, I think, that does stand out in a good way. And yeah, the face sculpt, can't get over how good that is. It's honestly really well done. That is, like, it's great. And it's just as well, because like I said, that helmet won't be going on. Not to dwell too much on that, but it is a really bad helmet. Paintwork is fine. It's adequate. You know, and the sculpt and everything, but I'm pretty sure the actual sculpt of it is the same as Bo-Katan and Cosca Reeves, so there's really no excuse. It should have been a removable / swappable head. which, like I said earlier, there's been some people in the comments, even on some of the videos I've done, sort of debating what's best. I think going forward it needs to be a swappable head. As a kid, I loved the removable helmet aspect, like playing with these figures. It was great fun, you know, that you could just take the helmet off and then the face was underneath, and, you know, it was great. But as someone now who wants to just pose them and look at the, you know, the realistic sculpt of it all, you know, these helmets have got to be in proportion. And I'm pretty sure Jango Fett has been announced, which has been one of the ones, you know, they're doing all these Mando figures. Like, we need Jango. We've needed him for such a long time, like an updated one with that brilliant helmet sculpt that we got a few years ago. So with that, it needs to be a swappable head. That needs to be, because it's going to be Tamara Morrison's face again, which I've got on display loads already. So I want to put the Jango helmet on, and so I need that to be a swappable head, because it's way too big. It looks cartoonish. It looks a bit goofy when they just got like a big bobble head. And yeah, it kind of lets this figure down a little bit, but I think there's enough to redeem it. There's plenty of accessories, whether it warrants being deluxe. I'm pretty sure it's a deluxe. I pre-ordered it a little while ago, but I'm guessing because it's in this box, I'm not sure if it is deluxe or not. I might be getting that wrong, because all of this stuff could have fit in a bubble, I'm pretty sure. So I'm a bit confused. I can't really remember if it is deluxe or not. It's a great figure though. Like I said, the paintwork is fantastic. Head sculpt, articulation, accessories, all 10 out of 10. Except for that helmet. It sort of lets it down a bit. But yeah, this is great. And it's come at a good time, because like I said, I watched episode 4 of Ahsoka, so the hype train is, you know, set off and everything. And the HasLab Ghost got fully funded, which is also brilliant. I know that they are the mural card back figures that come with that. So, and this one isn't. This one's from the show Ahsoka. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I think they did. I'm not sure if it was a rumor. They said they might release Chopper and Sabine on the mural card backs, the same as the rest of the crew, if they exceeded the number of backers, you know, which they did, but obviously it was at the last minute, so they're not going to add that in. But hopefully that's something that comes one day, and so you can have a full set of the Rebels crew, like in their Rebels attire and everything, on those mural card backs, because that would be awesome. But for now, yeah, having Sabine is great. Pre-ordered General Syndulla, you know, General Hera, whatever the figure is called, the other day. So that's the Hera from Ahsoka. So I'll have 2 of them, 2 of the Ghost crew, the Phoenix Squad. So yeah, it's a good figure. You know, pros and cons, but yeah, I'm happy with this one. It stands out to me. It's a great figure. So all that's really left to say is thank you for watching. Please share your thoughts, the whole debate on the helmets, and what you think of the helmet with this. Are you interested in getting the figure? Have you got it yourself? You know, were you put off by the helmet situation? Because it is a bit of a talking point about the figure. And just any other thoughts or queries or anything you have, really, drop it down below. I'm always happy to discuss and engage with people. But yeah, for now, we'll just leave it at that.